Alright, back here for our first match. We're going to keep. This hand is quite good. It kind of sucks we have 2 Soul Manipulation and no creature. But we have turn 2 Counterspell or turn 2 Mirror Aqueduct or turn 2 Chainer's Edict if we need it. So that should be good. This is kind of what I was talking about though. So like, if you go Dimir Aqueduct on turn 2, you can't leave up both, you can't go Chainer's Edict and leave up Counterspell at the same time, things like that. It's just kind of annoying. Or like, I can't leave up Counterspell and go Disfigure at the same time, or Deadweight if I draw that, is kind of what I was alluding to. It looks like we're playing against Kuldotha Boros. So, should be an interesting matchup. It's not great, it's not amazing. It might also just be that my list is horrible. I'm assuming my list is just horrible. Gonna go Dimir Aqueduct on turn 2. That'll be that. Ooh, drew a Seagate Oracle though. I'm gonna go ahead and go Seagate Oracle. It's gonna make the Soul Manipulation better, and it's gonna allow us to dig a little deeper into our deck. I hope my opponent does not Lightning Bolt before. Oh, you really shouldn't do that, because, well, I was gonna take the Mole Drifter anyway, but you shouldn't do that because it gives me more information. It's like I could pick a card based on me having a Seagate Oracle in play. Like there, it's possible I'd want to pick the Disfigure because I don't have a Seagate Oracle in play and things like that. But, again, what do I know? Alright. So, I can leave up Soul Manipulation. I think I want to do that. I think I want to leave up Counterspell or Soul Manipulation. The reason I want to leave up Counterspell is because if they go Kuldotha Rebirth, I want to be able to counter it. If they resolve it, it'll be bad for me. Soul Manipulation could counter that. I'm going to let that go through for the fact that I can Chainer's Edict it next turn and leave up... no, I guess I can't leave up Counterspell, can I? Yeah, they get to recast Ichor Wellspring, but that's not really a big deal. I really wish I had a Recoil or something. Recoil would be gas. Alright. Archaeomancer. That's not bad. Just going to play Dimir Aqueduct here, though. I'm going to return the island. You always want your cards to come into play untapped here. I think I'll discard the Archaeomancer for now. I have 2 Soul Manipulations, so I can get it back if I want at any point. So that is something to consider. Taking 2 here, so my opponent does not have, what's the name of that card? I forget, the one that makes tokens or something like that. Alright, well here I'm going to counter that and return, my Seagate Oracle. I think is better here. So we'll just go ahead and counter that. We'll see my opponent. So now, in just one turn, this does absolutely nothing anymore. This does as much nothing as it possibly can do. And it sucks that my gut was right, because my opponent did have a Kuldotha Rebirth. However, I guess I can play Seagate Oracle, and then I can play another one if I want. I'm going to take the Ghostly Flicker, because I think there's just more revenue in having that. And I think I'll just say go. Well, if my opponent has 2 roll spells, I think so be it. Ooh, do I want the island or do I want the Mole Drifter? I think I'll just take the island. I think I just want the untapped land for now, since I have the Ghostly Flicker. You know what the other problem with this deck is that you'll run into? The other problem is, you don't win the game when you combo off. So you don't just have the oops, I win aspect of it, right? Like, this is more of just a value deck with a haha Chittering Rats combo in it. And you'll find that you don't... It's kind of my hatred for Angler Delver, is that you don't have enough stuff to deal with anything. my opponent just went, what is it called? Battle Screech, and I don't know how I win from here anymore. Like, I guess I play Mulldrifter and then just kind of try to hold down the fort, but I don't really know what that's supposed to do. I guess I discard Chainer's Edict. It's literally worse than 2 lands in my hand, I believe. So now, I may have messed up this game by choosing to counter the Core Skyfisher. I may have messed up by choosing to counter that instead of leaving up Counterspell for Cardotha Rebirth. But again, one of the big problems is this card. It just creates 4 flyers for me to have to deal with. No, I have to Counterspell that. I have to force them to use removal. There is nothing that I can really do about that. Another Galvanic Blast. Excuse me. Alright, so I'm going to take 6. At least these little guys are holding these guys back. At the very, very least. Another Glinthawk to return. Prophetic Prism. Oracle Wellspring. Really doesn't make a difference which. And a Thraben Inspector. Alright. Dismal Backwater. Alright, well. Guess I play Mulldrifter. And I guess I play Dimir Aqueduct and return an island. And that's about it. It kind of sucks I didn't have an untapped land there, because then I could have held up Ghostly Flicker, but it is what it is. I don't think I need the 4th Dimir Aqueduct. Like, I'm going to discard a land there, and I think that the untapped land makes a huge difference, and these lands are just better because they gain me 1 life. Which does add up in somewhat the long run, so. If my opponent has Rally the Peasants here, I'm dead. I can only block 1 flyer, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what is it? That's 7 plus another 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. It's 27 damage. I can counter 1 part of it, I guess. So, like, I don't know, block, and then, what is that? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I would still be dead. So, Rally the Peasants here, I guess, doesn't kill me anymore, but. Opponent's looking for something. I'm not really sure what. Maybe a removal spell? Maybe they're light on removal for my Mulldrifter? I can't imagine they just have lands in hand. I mean, this deck either does one of 3 things. It either draws cards, plays creatures, or burns things. So, I guess we'll find out what my opponent has in store for me. Alright, so my opponent is attacking with everything. I think I'm better off blocking a 1/1 and taking 7 and going to 7. I think just keeping a creature on the board is probably what's going to help me here. Agony Warp off the top would be really good right now. That would probably be, like, the only good draw I have. At this point. But I'm not really sure. I'm going to counterspell that. Since I do have another one anyway. Ooh, Deadweight. Deadweight's good. Alright, so let's go ahead and Deadweight. Definitely Deadweighting here. We'll gain a life. And then I guess we'll end the turn. Since there's nothing else for me to do. I could theoretically, I suppose, kill... You know what the other problem is with Peregrine Drake? You got infinite mana. So you could literally just, you know, kill. It took time, but you could still do it. So I guess that is a thing. Alright. Does my opponent always have 2 of these in play? I don't remember. Yep, not countering that. Not countering that. Journey to Nowhere, huh? Alright. I'm gonna Ghostly Flicker here in response. 1, 2. 1, 2. See what my opponent has to say about that. Nothing? Sweet. Alright, I'll take another Mulldrifter. Draw a couple cards. Okay. Hang on by a thread here, but I truly believe it's because I'm getting really, really lucky that my opponent doesn't really seem to have anything at the moment. So I could go to 5 and trade, or I could go to 4 and kill a 1/1. If I go to 4, it opens me up to a Galvanic Blast death, but he already used 2 Galvanic Blasts. I think I'm better off just, again, killing a 1/1 here. I'm dead to a Lightning Bolt no matter what. I'm very certain of that. Alright. We're going to get good value off of this. And I think I want to return our Chaomancer. And let's see. Another Schwamp. And land, we have 10 mana to work with. So if I play Archaeomancer, I can get back Ghostly Flicker. And then I have 3 mana left to work with, really. So I'm dead to any burn spell. Any burn spell at all, I'm dead to. That is just like the greatest feeling ever, isn't it? Alright, well, I think it's my best play to get back Ghostly Flicker. And hope that my opponent just has nothing. And I get to preordain here for free while being able to leave up counterspells, so... Oh, Echoing Decay, huh? Well, that's a good one. Well, that is a good one. Echoing Decay definitely helps. Forgot all about that card. I still think Agony Warp would have been the best draw, though, because I could kill both Glynhawks, but I guess Echoing Decay kind of does sort of the same thing? Not really, but we'll see. Gonna let that go through. I don't think I can afford to counter that, and my opponent's paying 3 mana to basically just redraw a card. So, my opponent's doing that. They seem desperate. Desperado. Desperini. I'll stop talking now. Alright. Let's see what happens here. Opponent is attacking with everything. Okay. So we'll block. And we will block, block, and block. And then I will Echoing Decay, and then I have to hope that my opponent does not have 2 burn spells. Because if they do, I'm pretty screwed. I can live. They know I have Ghostly Flicker. It's possible I... Actually, you know what I should have done? I could have double blocked here and gone to 2. Although... I guess really at the same... Core Sanctifiers... Oh, to blow up the Runic or Wellspring. Okay. I guess at the same time, I play around Firebolt this way. By going to 3 instead of 2. I suppose that is true. Alright, I can't do anything there because then they can counter, they can kill me to death. I have drawn very, very lucky. Let's see, 10, so I could play Mole Drifter, and then let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If I have 11, I can go Mole Drifter, and I'll have 6 mana left, so I can have Ghostly Flicker plus Counterspell. As where if I pay... That's where I can go to 4, I suppose. So, yeah, I can go to 4. I think I'd rather just pay full for the Mole Drifter and gain a life instead of paying 6. Oh, wait a minute. 6, and then I kind of double Counterspell back up. I think I'd rather save the Ghostly Flicker. with the counterspell. So we'll just play the Mold Drifter. I do not think I should be winning this game. Chainer's Edict. Alright, well, we drew Doomblade, which is good too. So I'm just going to say go. And that'll be that. Opponent's got 2 cards in hand. Right now, I'm out grinding my opponent, which is quite interesting. My opponent has only drawn 1 Battle Screech, only 1 Cold Oath of Rebirth, has not really drawn much. It's quite amazing to me. Attacking, huh? I think I'll just Doomblade that and leave up Counterspell. I died at 2 bolts, or 1 Galvanic Blast, so if my opponent lightning bolts me once, I don't die. So I'm just gonna untap here. Alright, play the island. And now we can actually attack with the Mold Drifter. And get in for 2. And now I'll just say go. The reason why is I can leave up Ghostly Flicker and just gain a bunch of life, or I can draw a bunch of cards. And we should be good. I can always also get back Echoing Decay if I so need to. Cold Oath Rebirth, huh? For some reason I feel like I let that one go through, but I'm not sure. Nah, I think I counterspell that. I think him having less creatures on the board is probably my best bet. Alright, well there's Battle Screech. I have to let that go. And then he's going to flash it back. We'll see what happens. So now my opponent has to be holding a burn spell in their hand at this point. Nope. Oh, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to Ghostly Flicker and draw a couple cards. And hopefully my opponent does not have 2 counter spells in their hand. Or not 2 burn spells in their hand, because then my Archaeomancer goes bye-bye. And that would suck a little bit. Oh, looks like they did not. Get back Ghostly Flicker again. Drew the second Archaeomancer. That is quite good. So now I can get back the Echoing Decay. I can get back whatever I want at any time. Alright, we'll do that again. Just draw a couple cards. I think drawing more cards here is better than just gaining some life. Alright. Leave that as it is. Okay. That's good. So now we'll go ahead and play our Archaeomancer. We'll get back Echoing Decay. We'll go ahead and Echoing Decay. These little buzzard things hate you. See what my opponent does. Lightning Bolt the creature in response. I'm going to counterspell that, and the reason is I'm pretty sure my opponent does not have a second counterspell in their hand. Or no, burn spell. Yeah, I didn't think so. Maybe they do. No, they don't. Okay. They probably have a land in hand. And I'm going to leave up Ghostly Flicker to get back counterspell if I so need to. And I can feel free to attack here. This is only game 1, mind you, too, which is insane. Core Skyfisher. I don't think my opponent has Galvanic Blast. At this point. I really don't. Yeah, I think... Well, let's see. If they had a Galvanic Blast, they probably would have just gone for it last turn, right? I guess they could have drawn it. Like, there's no reason not to play this safe, right? Well, I guess I can't really do anything about it. Yeah, I guess I should just do this. The reason why is because even if I go Ghostly Flicker once, my opponent probably knows I don't have a counterspell in hand. Wow, they actually had the 4th Galvanic Blast. I mean, the 3rd Galvanic Blast. Well, Them's the breaks. What are you gonna... I couldn't do anything about it. I was out of counterspells, and they knew it. They knew I was out of counterspells. There was nothing I could do. Yeah, there was nothing I could do. Because I can't even block the Core Skyfisher. I guess I could have... I guess I could have played for a longer game, but 26 cards, there's a good chance they don't have the third Galvanic Blast. They could have had a land in hand. You know, they weren't playing something for a long time. I think they just drew... I think they were holding that Galvanic Blast for quite a while. And I don't think I really could have played around it, but it is what it is. I've just been getting my butt kicked so bad by variants lately, I don't even, like, care anymore. So we're going to bring in the Hydro Blasts, we're going to bring in the Nauseas, we're going to bring in the Stormbound guys because they're actually good blockers and attackers in this matchup. So, Duress is not great. It's not really the best. I'll see if I have any more room. Disfigure's good. Forgot about Disfigure. Hold on a sec. As far as Relic or Progenitus goes, I'm not a huge fan of Relic because it doesn't do anything. Why doesn't it do anything? Well, you might be saying Arctic. It removes Battle Screech. Actually, no, it doesn't. Because they get to retain priority. I'll never have time to actually remove the Battle Screech. So there really isn't a point in playing that. With that being said, Chainer's Edict, get the hell out of my deck. Because you suck. Murder's a little slow. This game is not going to be won by having so many Chittering Rats in play. And... you know, I'm tempted to take out a Counterspell just for the fact that, you know, Counterspell is not great. The problem is I become more of a reactionary deck, but I'm going to take out an Oracle. The reason I'm taking out Oracle is because they don't really rely on the ground so much. So, there isn't really much I could do about that. This hand is not terrible. It's got some removal spells to get me to the long game. It's got an Unearth, which I can cycle or get back Seagate Oracle if it dies or something like that. But, unfortunately, it is a multi-6 because I have a Ghostly Flicker. And, unfortunately, Ghostly Flicker does not do anything. Now, as far as Game 1 goes, you could say I messed up. Sure, I have no problem admitting that I probably messed up there. I probably should have just... untapped, drew a card. Maybe I draw the Agni Warp, or maybe I draw the Doomblade. You know, maybe I draw something to stop it there. The problem is, even if I had gone Reaping the Graves, my opponent knows all 4 counterspells are gone. They see I don't have 5 mana up. I think I would have lost that game no matter what. And it's just my opponent drew 3 Galvanic Blasts. There's nothing you can do about that. You just accept it and you go home. Alright, not off to a great start. Probably going to have to cycle this Unearth here. Which I think I'm going to do. Okay, drew a 3rd land. Not bad. Not bad. Seagate Oracle. Okay. Just going to say go. Opponent has not played an artifact yet, which is interesting. What is this? I wonder if this is a person that watched the community Pauper Challenge, because that's the same thing that Mikey Ruru did to me. Is bringing Molten Rain. This is actually the same exact way I lost to Mikey Ruru too. He Molten Rained me and then I never drew another land. Oh man, this deck hates me. This blue-black Flicker deck just hates me. Alright. Alright, well I drew a 3rd land. Can't be too upset now. I personally don't like bringing in Molten Rain against this deck. It's like trying to screw me on lands. You might get lucky, but I don't know. Oh, Pyroblast. Okay. Fair enough. And, now you see where this deck just falls behind. I mean, I'm going to sit here for another X amount of minutes, and, it's not good. It's not good. I'm going to Preordain first. You got Pyroblast that too, buddy? Unfortunately, I can't use either of these counterspells, so now I had to put them to the bottom, and I'll never redraw them. I'm going to keep both. I'm going to put a land, and then I'm going to deadweight. So I'm going to kind of sift through my draw for the next turn and just kind of pass right after, but it is what it is. Alright, so I'm going to use Agony Warp here to fog and kill the Glinthawk. I think that it's better to just use it while I can, since it's a blue and a black, so it kind of constrains me on mana a little bit. Sure. You don't get really very far by countering cantrips. Sure. Not Doomblading this ever. Was never even consideration. By the way. Land? Sweet. Alright. Well, at least I'm getting somewhere. Preordain and an island? Another Molten Rain. Congratulations. Look, when you Molten Rain a Dimir Aqueduct, cool. When you Molten Rain a Dismal Backwater, congratulations. Oh man, I know you guys can just taste the salt in the wounds right now that I'm giving off. Alright. I think playing another Mulldrifter here is just better than just Doomblading this. You gotta use life as a resource, I think, in this matchup. You just have to say to yourself, I'm not dead unless I go below 1. Take 3. Does Punch just have reactionary cards? Well, he's got Metalcraft online now. Oh, now he does. You can sack the Clue now, too, if he wants. So he's gonna do, yep. Telegraphing that he has, Galvanic Blast. Okay, let's start off by preordaining. No, wait. 1, 2. No, never mind. I'm gonna go ahead and Doomblade. I guess I could preordain, but I don't really want to draw land off the preordain. I want to draw land after the preordain. So I can leave up Counterspell. I can leave up Counterspell, disfigure that. I guess I'm not really disfiguring that, so I guess preordaining is better. I'm actually going to use... No, I guess not. Like, what's the odds they have more than 2 damn Molten Rains? Alright, well, I'm topping this. Do I want the Swamp is the question. I think I do. Yeah, I think I do. But I'm going to draw the Hydroblast first. Miss a land drop. I think that's better. Okay, so my opponent's playing another Thraben Spectre. I'm just going to let that resolve. I can always disfigure and Doomblade if I need to. Ooh, Radiant Fountain. Now it'll take even longer to kill my opponent if I ever have the chance. Yep. Crack that clue, sir. Crack that clue. I'm gonna go ahead and disfigure this now. I think, while I have to. Don't want to take 1,000,000 damage. Okay. Gonna Galvanic Blast. What do you have? Triple Galvanic Blast? Okay. I know what he's doing. Yeah, I figured as much. He's casting as many Galvanic Blasts as he can while he sees I don't have Counterspell up. That's cute. Alright. Go ahead and play 1, 2, 3, 4. Get back Hydroblast and pass the turn. This allows me to block the Inspector, get back Hydroblast, still be able to do some stuff. That's not bad. Okay, well, that's not bad. So now I can gain, what, 2 life a turn if I so choose? I have Nausea... what the heck? That was weird. I have Nausea up just in case my opponent somehow gets a bunch of tokens into play. I have Soul Manipulation to get back Mulldrifter. I'm gonna go ahead and gain some life. Just gain a life, actually. My opponent scoops. Huh. I don't know, if I wasn't in that position, I would have scooped. I wasn't drawing any more land, so I was going to be kind of tight on mana, but kind of surprised I actually won a game. Not really, actually. It's like I said, this deck is not terrible, it's just, it's very easy to fall behind. So now that we're on the draw, I think I do want to bring in Duress. The question is, for what? I think I'm going to be more of a reactionary deck, so I probably want to take out a counterspell, since Hydroblast kind of fills the role anyway. And I could take out a Ghostly Flicker. My opponent did not play any Relic of Progenitus. Any copies of it. I could also take out a Chittering Rats. Since I do have Stormbound Geist to just win the game. I think I'm going to go down to 1 Chittering Rats. You really only need 1 Chittering Rats to really win the game. With the stupid Chittering Rats combo. Which, I really apologize. I didn't actually explain how the combo works. I know most of you know what Peregrine Drake combo is, of course. But the way the combo works with Ghostly Flicker is, in your opponent's draw step, they draw a card. You actually have... Are you kidding me? You actually have the opportunity... I'm going to keep this hand. To counter a... Not counter. To... We're going to appear it in first. Alright. I'm going to draw both these cards. I'm going to draw the Swamp first. Excuse me. You actually have the opportunity to respond like you would with Vendilion Clique. So what you do is you Ghostly Flicker the Chittering Rats and the Archaeomancer, and if they draw a non-instant spell, they're never drawing another card. Interesting. I'm going to leave up Counterspell here. Not play Dismal Backwater, because Dismal is very dismal right now. I hate you, deck. I hate you. My opponent can gain all the life in the world. They'll still scoop. I'm going to play out the Baron more. I think I just want to hit my 5th land drop. I think it's better than cycling here. Opponent has not played anything, which is coolios to me. I'm going to Doomblade the crap out of that little 1-2 piece of garbage at the end of turn. Yep. Just so my opponent is forced to do something. Alright, well, okay. I would have cycled the Baron more had I known. I really would have. I would have cycled the Baron more had I known that was going to happen. Looks like my opponent is just on a handful of removal and a whole lot of nothing. So we'll go ahead and Seagate Oracle here. If they Pyroblast it, I'm just going to let it resolve the Pyroblast. I don't really care. Alright, we'll take the Stormbound Geist. Just going to play Stormbound Geist. Again, if my opponent counters it, it's fine. I don't really think there's much that they can play into me tapping out. Okay, so they had a Pyroblast, they played it. Cool. Congratulations. Again, congratulations, you Molten Rain me. Oh, sorry, I don't think Molten Rain's very good against my deck, and people just keep bringing it in. Wow, this is not going to be a very happy video. But I'm going to post it anyway, because... I mean, everybody loves hearing me when I get salty, right? I've gotten salty in my videos before, I think. I was going to say go here. The cool part is if my opponent decides to, for some reason, bolt, I can then Reap in the Graves both of them back. I can Ghostly Flicker if I need to. I'm going to let that resolve. I'd rather counter the Kadoltha Rebirth that they have in hand, possibly. Glint Hawk, huh? I'm going to Soul Manipulation that. 1, 2, 3. No Pyroblast. Sweet. What is this? Core Skyfisher. I don't think you need that either. No Pyroblast there either. Cool. Oh, there's a Glenhawk. You have successfully returned your Ichor Wellspring. Sweet. Disfigure. Alright, cool. I'm gonna disfigure that. Play this. Attack for 1 and say go. My opponent gets free reign again to do whatever they want for a turn, but there isn't much that I could really do about that. So, it is what it is. Okay, Opponent played Kuldotha Rebirth. Don't really care because I have Seagate Urkel. Then they played Thurban Spectre, cracked the clue, and played another land. Preordained. Start off by doing that. Unearth and Echoing Decay. Well, we're going to keep the Echoing Decay, but I don't think that I want the Unearth. And I think I'm going to go ahead and keep the... The reason why I'm attacking is because, of course, this creature cannot block creatures without flying, so there's no point in keeping it back. Gonna keep up the Echoing Decay, however. Reason being... Ooh... 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna go ahead and do that and this. You want to use another removal spell? They don't have Metalcraft at the moment, which is cool. They don't have Metalcraft. Okay. That is that out of 5 matches total, including that's the first time I've ever beat Kuldotha Boros. Usually, what happens is they just come out of the gates, guns swinging, and if I don't draw the one Echoing Decay, or if I don't draw the Nausea after sideboard, I'm usually just dead quickly in the water, just drowning dead. Not gonna be unhappy with what just happened. But I think it was just a combination of my opponent getting very unlucky, me getting very lucky, and my opponent making a few misplays. I'm sure I could have played better. So that was our first match. We're going to have a second one. And I will see you soon. Thank you so much for watching.